I want to get perspective now from John Bolton, former National Security Advisor in the first Trump administration, former U.S. Ambassador to the UN. Ambassador Bolton, I mean, the gross tonnage of all of this, the plane gift from Qatar, the Trump Organization's business deals overseas, the cryptocurrency ventures. Where are you on this plane? How do you see this?
Well, I think there are a lot of things wrong with it. I think there is a serious emoluments clause argument here. The Justice Department has apparently not been able to find the problem. Let me see if I can help. The way this has been put together, it's what's sometimes called a structured transaction in criminal law terms. Each individual link may look okay, but the end result after the Department of Defense to Department of Defense transfer and after going to the libraries, Trump wants this plane to fly around on after he's no longer president. So I have
you have no doubt in your mind. You have no doubt in your mind that, I mean, he talked about it going to the library. You have no doubt it's not going to be mothballed in the library for visitors. He would fly around on this.
Of course not. Look, if he wants an Air Force One for his library, there is one at the Ronald Reagan Library. When the current Air Force Ones are decommissioned, he can have one of them. But I would give some advice to the Qataris to get themselves out of the hole that Trump has in part put them in. If it is a government-to-government transaction, defense to defense, I'd say take the $400 million, whatever the value of the plane is, and commit that they will build at Al Udeid Air Force Base in Qatar over and above anything they've already built or committed to, $400 million worth of upgrades to that base. Build the most deeply buried, most hardened command bunker in the world. Do whatever you can with it. And if you can't spend all the money at Al Udeid, go to the Central Command headquarters in Tampa and spend a couple $100 million there. Spend it on the U.S. Special Operations Command, which is close by in Tampa. That would be a gift for the United States. Nobody could say that was personal to Donald Trump, and we could use the extra $400 million in our defense budget because Trump's budget request for the next fiscal year is not as high as it needs to be.
From a national security perspective, does accepting a plane from Qatar make any sense to you? I mean, just the retrofitting alone, from what I understand, not only could it take a long time and cost a lot of money, but it's incredibly, I mean, it is a huge task to make this safe for the president to fly in this plane, even from an intelligence standpoint.
Well, wouldn't matter if it was from Qatar. If it was from Great Britain, you'd have to go through the same security precautions. Now, Trump can waive all of them, but it would be a huge mistake. The Air Force One is not a flying palace. I mean, take it as a former passenger. It's a flying office. It's the White House in the air with incredible facilities and capabilities that many of which are classified. I'm sure this is a beautiful plane. But does it have aerial refueling capabilities? Does it have secure communications? I think the refurbishing might take as long as the rest of Trump's remaining time in office. I'm not sure he really cares about that because he doesn't necessarily want it while he's in office. He wants it after he's gone. And that's why the way this structuring of the transaction has worked is that it gives DOJ, well, apparently they think they found a way around the emoluments clause. I think they're wrong if you look at the whole thing and what the purpose in Trump's mind really is.
Where do you stand on the change vis-a-vis Syria and its leader?
Well, I don't understand why it's being done this way. Al-Sharaf, formerly al-Jilani, his nom de guerre when he was an al-Nusra terrorist, may have trimmed his beard, he may have ditched his combat fatigues for a coat and tie, he's got good PR advice, but he has yet to take steps that I think are convincing to us that he's no longer a terrorist. I'm glad that he's anti-Iran. That's a big negative for Iran, and we should take advantage of that. I will say that Trump did tell him to try and sign an Abraham Accord recognition of Israel and take other steps against terrorists. But that's not enough. We should ask for more, not just rhetoric from this tough guy, but actual performance. Trump didn't ask for it, and he didn't ask for the other commitments before he gave up the sanctions. That's not the art of the deal to me. Now, maybe something has happened behind the scenes we don't know about, but if the Syrian government wanted the sanctions released, they should have at least committed to not just combating terrorism or recognizing Israel, but providing a full, total, complete evaluation of what the Assad regime did with American hostages and other foreign hostages. They're not the Assad regime. There's no reason to cover that up. They should open up their facilities for inspection by the U.S. or international authorities on the Assad regime's chemical weapons operations and biological weapons efforts to make sure none of that is still going on. They should commit not to allow the Turks to have undue influence in northern Syria, and frankly they should kick the Russians out of the Tartus naval base and the air base nearby in Latakia province. If they performed, if they did those things, then I could see lifting the sanctions, but not now.